Society is full of cowards. Keep your head up, King. Man, welcome to another episode of Resurrection Wellness Holistic Health Development. We're going to be talking about why society is full of cowards, really. So, when you're focused on your grind and you're building your legacy, man, don't pay attention to nobody because they ain't really there to support you. I mean, for real. When you look at social interactions, like just today's culture, right? How people commune. I mean, of course, it's like pre-organized, like it's organized in advance, and like, hey, we're gonna be doing this event, blah blah blah. But in general, just like in nature, and in society outside, like no one communicates, no one, everyone minds their own business, no one has a heart for each other like their neighbor, no one loves their neighbor. Um, for real. You'll be passing by people. You say you're on a walk, right? You walk past someone, they won't even look at you, or if they do, well, hold on. If they don't look at you, they'll either like walk by and you say you're right here and walking past them, and just like they won't even make eye contact with you. They don't even acknowledge your existence. They just like robotically keep walking, or they look at you and then they look down at the sidewalk or at the floor, just like you pass by them, like, you know, or if you do say hi to them, you do verbally greet them, say, hey, hi, how are you? They'll say, oh, I'm fine, or I'm good, right? They'll say those two usually, but probably not the case. Then again, I do understand, like, if you are talking to a stranger, probably don't want to open emotionally to them and like tell them everything you're battling with in this season of life, right? But still, they'll be like, I'm fine, or I'm okay, or I'm good, right? Even if you, sometimes, even if you don't even say it, you'll be like, hi, and they'll be like, hey, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll ask you, how are you? And then you'll say, I'm good. And then they'll say, like, I'm fine. And you haven't even said, how are you? You haven't even asked them that. They'll just immediately respond, I'm good, I'm fine, or whatever, something like that. You know what I mean? Excuse me. But yeah, society is full of cowards. No one really communicates with their heart. No one has empathy for each other. No one loves their neighbor. Uh, and no one even talks. But if they do talk, it's usually to like out of spite, like it's either like one up you or like, belittle you, or like I don't even know, question you, just like, you know, stuff like that. There's no wholesome communing. There's no empathy for one another anymore. So if you're a man trying to build your legacy, build your purpose with God, man, keep your chin up, because no one is going to bother you. But if they do bother you, then here comes the devil, right? Here comes that agent coming to get you. Really. So because society is full of cowards, right? Because everyone is a chicken, right? A clown. I don't even know. Just because everyone is cowardly, man, be bold. Go do that thing, Go whatever. Be a man. Have you when's the last time when's the last time you've approached a woman, you know? Or ladies, when's the last time a man has approached you in public? Um I know most of the time, it's maybe it could be sexual, but like I understand that, a male female interaction, like, we are looking for a partner. Um Now, for me, I'm looking for a wife, right? I want a family. I'm starting a family in the future, in the near future. So I'm not about any of that, degenerate kind of crap. I love God, so I follow his commands. And if you're a chosen man following God, keep your head up, bruh. Keep your head up, king, because society's full of cowards. No one is going to bother you unless they are an agent. Okay. Most people, literally, most people, when they talk, it's always like they're competing. Like if you're at the gym, like they're competing about like who's benching more, who's squatting more, stuff like that. It's stupid, and like there's no like, oh, let me help you out, brother. Here, here, let's check out that form, like, oh, remember XYZ, remember, you know what I mean? Like, no one is wholesomely helping each other anymore. It's always some kind of competition, some kind of spite, some kind of belittling. It's ridiculous. So, because no one is going to speak to you, and if they do, it's negative, keep your head up, man. You're going to build a legacy for you and your future family, for your spouse, for your family, your children. You got it, man. Keep your head up. Cheers to that. This is coffee, by the way. This is coffee. But yeah, guys. Thank you for another episode of Resurrection Wellness Holistic Health Development. Almost butchered that, but yeah, man, we're gonna be making more videos about these kinds of talks about society, common culture, and just mindset development because we need to change our mind. That way, we can produce the fruits of our life, our godly fruits, our purpose. So, stay tuned. And also, if you want to share your testimony, email me, link in the description, or leave a comment because I have a handful of people who want to share their testimony. We're going to be doing a new series. I just shared mine a few days ago. So, look out for that video. Or, if you want to share your testimony, email me, text me, comment, whatever. Yeah, guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Peace, peace, peace. Peace be with you. Hey, guys. So, I literally just came back from the gym, right? And what I was just talking about earlier in the video about men or just people in general, like trying to be like spiteful or like disrespectful for no reason, no love in the community. I was at the gym, and I'm a coach, by the way. Of course, I think you know that by now, but I coach a handful of people across different companies, corporate companies, big gyms. Then I also have my own business, as you see, Resurrection Wellness. And I was coaching one of my clients at the gym, and then I see this man, and he's pushing a sled with 180 pounds on it, and he's doing high knees as he's pushing down the sled, and I think to myself, oh, that's nice, that's pretty impressive, and so my stuff is naturally down by the turf where the sled is at, where he's pushing it, right? And so as I get back to my notebook with my client and everything, and we're done, we hit the bench today. He did great, but he I see the dude at the sled, and then I say, hey, are you training for like a triathlon something, a marathon, or are you training for a specific event? And then he said, I'm training, and I don't know if this was, looking back on it, I don't know now if this was, like being, like he was making a joke, if it was, I can't find the word right now, oh my gosh. Well, whatever. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he said, oh, I'm doing American Ninja Warrior. And then I know a guy who literally he teaches children how to complete American Ninja Warrior courses and stuff like that. And because he's doing like weird things, like he was doing some galloping that was weird, a little bit, a weird like variable of it. And then he was doing high knees on the sled, 180 pounds. I was like, oh, that's neat. And so I said, hey, are you training for something? He goes, I'm doing American Ninja Warrior. And then I go, oh, and I know this guy named Ferris. I said, oh, do you know Ferris? Because Ferris teaches kids this stuff. And then he laughs a little bit and he goes, oh, I think I know a Ferris. And then so I break the ice a little bit more. I go, well, I'm not talking about Ferris Bueller, you know. And then what did he even say? I can't remember verbatim, but he was like, so I explained Ferris, who Ferris is, this man I know. And then he goes, well, how much do you charge per hour? And then I was confused. So I go, well, what are you talking about? And he goes, well, I've never seen this kind of like sales pitch before. And then it hit me, and I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to sell you anything. He didn't know I was trying to compliment him. I was about to compliment him of him doing his cardiovascular exercises. But yeah, he goes, I've never seen this kind of sales pitch before. How much do you charge per hour? And then I was literally about to answer him, but he was too busy, worked up on me trying to sell him something. I wasn't trying to sell him anything. And then I'm dumbfounded, and I'm like, because that was not in my heart, that was not in my mind at all about trying to get money from him. I just wanted to compliment him. And so I'm shocked, and I don't even know what to say. My client is also listening too, and he's like, he's on his phone. And then so I walk away because yeah, he's like, I've never seen the sales pitch before. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And then that was the end of the conversation. But then he turns around, literally then he turns around to the woman behind him, some random girl doing an exercise. And he breaks the ice with her and he goes, dude, you gotta watch out for those sales pitches. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, dude, what the frick? Like, I got a little irritated. I was like, dude. This dude had so much pride. It's just, yeah. It was really frustrating, but it literally just happened after I just talked to you guys about prideful people. When they talk, they're spiteful. They're always like trying to one-up you emotionally, or like have some dialogue battle of like who's the most alpha man, like, always competing. And I genuinely wanted to compliment him on his exercises, because that takes some good cardiovascular health. And yeah, I said, oh, like, are you training for a triathlon or a marathon or something, But he was scared because he thought that I was going to ask him for money. And then whatever. But yeah, it's just, I wanted to share that real quick. So that was funny, right? But you guys have a great rest of your day. And again, if you want to share your testimony, you can email me down, link in the description, or leave a comment, and we'll connect somehow. I hope you guys are doing great and have a great rest of your week. All right, peace.